Hey guys, I've got the shaders put into the CopperCube source engine now. As you might have read before in the post, the using an action to have shaders works, but it stuffs up the 2D overlays. So if you want it in a serious way, like in a game, proper game with 2D overlays, that not going to move the 2D overlays around the screen and they're not going to change the color of the 2D overlays, you're going to need to put it into the source code of the engine. It's the only way, and this works this way, and it works good. And I've finished it. I've got about 26 shaders, so I've added a lot more new ones. There's the existing ones right there. Now, you don't need the professional version of CopperCube to access the new ones. You still need professional to access the old ones, because that's the only difference between the free version and the professional version, is these couple of fairly mediocre shaders, but you can use all of these for free in a free version, no problem. Yeah, so that'll continue to work as normal. 26, quite a few there. Many of them you already know about, so half of them are new, half of them are old. You've got the coloured vignette, tone mapping, has quite a few different features within it. The hue is a separate thing by itself because it's a bit large. Fisheye drunk, distort, spotlight, chroma, dream, double vision zoom, freeze, heat, underwater, drugs. These are the new ones, I believe. Yeah, drugs, vivid, sick, dynamic blur, cartoon sketch, sharpen, radial blur, desaturate, posterize, overlay, and CRT. CRT is like the screen, old TV screen effect. Overlay is a bit like a weather system you can apply as a post effects, which is interesting. Yeah, so quite a lot of additions there. Once I worked out the strategy on how to do this, add it to the source code, I just went a bit nuts and kept going with it. It was difficult in the beginning because I had to work out what to touch and what not to touch in the code. For example, this set post effects data can't be touched in any way because that's loading that saved stuff from the existing EXEs from the existing CopperCube source that hasn't been changed. So I couldn't touch any of that. Once I worked out where to put the code, it became a bit easier. So I've got a ton of new. So in the tone map itself, we've got those typical ones: brightness, contrast, saturation, vibrance, and tint. Vignette, we've got just Vig is just the name of the shader is what will control the strength, just the strength of the shader itself. Then you've got Vig radius and Vig color. Now the actual turning on of and off of each of the shaders in my shaders, so the original one's the standard name, unchanged, but in every other my own shaders that I put into the source code, to turn it on, just get the name of it that I've used and put capital O N and then lowercase n after it. And then call set C no property, so like tone map on, comma true, so true and false. Turn it on and off. Hue on, fisheye on, drunk on. It's very simple. See, you just get the name of it and put on at the end of it to turn it on and off. Real simple. And that's the same with all of them. Now, so there's a lot of different sections. A few sections I had to update. So all this is stuff just updates the actual source of the OpenGL Direct 3D. It's only Direct 3D at the moment. If you want to make some donations and you know, help me along a little bit, I'll try and change it and put it all into OpenGL as well. But at the moment, it's all just Direct 3D. Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to support me to do that, I will do it. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you. But so yeah, so we're sending through all these different variables that goes in appropriate sections, on set constants under the shader callback section. So we've got quite a lot of updates. The spotlight's probably the most complicated one there. It's got distance checks and ambient light adjusted, so there's a lot of things going on there. And the ambient lighting is automatically adjusted. That's sent through automatically, as the screen ratio as well, sent through automatically. So yeah, these are automatically sent through. onset constants. They just get sent through automatically. Anything that has to be updated, there's these ones just have the time. Yeah, and sketch needs the screen coordinates. Sharpen, same thing. The overlay needs the ambient lighting, and the CRT just needs the time. So I'll show you them now. Quite cool, actually. Yeah, so there's the original list. There's all these arrays, and they all have to line up perfectly. So once I worked out the method of how to adjust it, I stuffed it up a few times in the beginning to working out how to. So in other words, I couldn't really change the structure, the original structure of CopperCube at all, because it would then stuff up your save file. So then it goes. So I put the stuff. It's all order dependent, and that goes after the last effect. In this case, which is post effect vignette, and this one here has to stay that as like that. Anyway, so the account here is just a total list of that. So that all this stuff lines up, and I will show you these now. Just quickly overview once again. Chroma. All of my shaders are all adjustable, coming in and going out. Alright, I'm just fading it in just to say quickly you can see what's going on. So to turn it on, set C node property, dream on, true, and then just change the name dream to be the amount, whatever you want. It's all between 0 and 1. The strength, 0 is basically off, 1 is fully on. So I can show you each one of those. Okay, there's a dream. Gives a nice little fuzzy effect, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a bit like a dream. Interesting. That's 100%. Maybe it should be slightly stronger. Anyway, I might have an adjustable color for that too. I'll put later on. Okay, this is hue. Changing the hue. Just a sample of different color changes. It's sort of interesting. This is freeze. Too bad, is it? Sort of interesting. It's underwater. Sort of pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, this next few ones are the ones that have been improved since last time. Double vision. Yeah, this is improved heat. Pretty cool, huh? This is distort, improved. Interesting, isn't it? Pretty funny. Warping effect. That's probably what it is, you could say. Yeah. This is improved drunk effect. That's not bad, yeah. Looks a bit like drunk, doesn't it? Makes you almost dizzy walking around. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it sort of changes the strength in a cycle. It's really going now. That's 100% drunk. You probably add some blur to that, it would be more realistic, yeah. So mix and match them up actually would look better. This is fisheye improved. Okay, fisheye does zoom in. It's just the limitations of it, but it will apply a background black at the edges. But yeah, it does it pretty quickly, didn't it there? Pretty, yeah. So it zoom in and then zooms out. Okay. Yeah, might need a bit of work on that one, but as you can see, it's still doing the zoom eye thing, which is pretty cool actually in a way. Okay, we've got spotlight. It's an improved spotlight. So it has angle adjusted, so you're looking down to the ground, it will be brighter than when you're looking up to the sky. It also has distance checks, so it doesn't actually brighten the sky now, which is good. But that's the worst part of it. The very worst is you've got a close-up object, Yeah, so it doesn't actually operate like a true spotlight. So it's probably best for indoors, frankly. Yeah, but once it does a distance check, so it sort of tries not to illuminate the sky, but that's about the worst as will be. It will be. Otherwise, it works reasonably well. It does have a distance check. And it is ambient light adjusted automatically. So, you know, it works a little bit, put it that way. If you're not changing the lighting, the distance a lot all the time. Yeah, maybe it actually works a lot better for indoor use basically. Can be used for outdoors. It's half okay. Okay, here's the new ones. This is Vivid. Psychedelic. That's probably a better word for it. It actually changes colour as you move around. Oh, it's dynamic. This one's dynamic adjusted according to time. Yeah, okay. That's just cool, isn't it? Okay, I've called this one Drugs. It's dynamically changing chroma, I suppose, in a sense. Dynamic chroma. It's probably a better word for it. Now, a lot of these have secondary things you can adjust. I think this one has a speed adjustment. Drug speed. So by default, they're all at 0.5, halfway, but you can change it to whatever you want. The intensity and the speed. So double vision has double vision speed. Drugs has drug speed. Vivid has vivid speed. Sick has sick speed. That's the next one. Dynamic blur will have a dynamic blur speed. I'll have the whole list. I'll show you. I'll put that on the internet later. This is dynamic blur, which is quite cool in a way, isn't it? I mean, you can make the normal blur dynamic too, but by just changing the value over time. But it's a different one. So more rougher blur. Yep, something. Call this one Sick. I'm not sure really is it a Sick. It's like, it'd be like double vision. I think this one's better actually than the other double vision. Yeah, it looks more interesting. For the original texture remains, but you've got copies on either side of it moving. It's quite cool actually. Yeah, it's a nice one. Obviously that has a different, you can change the strength of the effect as well, of course. Okay, this is the new cartoon one. Okay, sort of the middle section looks better. This is a little bit on the extreme side at 1, but yeah, you can change the amount. Okay, this is Sketch. Sort of interesting, I guess. This is Radial Blur. Bit hard to tell actually. It is affecting the radial edges, but not really strongly. Might need to do a bit more work on that one, but the center should be clear, and then as it becomes an edge, it becomes more blurry. Probably needs a bit more work, that one. This one's Desaturate. Basically black and white, adjustable black and white, but if you don't want to pay for the paid version, you can just use this one. Okay, the overlay effect has the amount, the strength, and then the color start. So that's like the source color. You're looking at the source color and you're changing that to a destination color or the end color here. So you can, it's set up only to really work with lighter, getting lighter colors, like maybe like a snow effect, you know, something like that. It's a little bit on the bright side, that white. You can change that colour, the maximum white colour, you can change it of course, but as you see, it just nicely fades it in. Different weather effects. Sort of interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's like the cheap version of a terrain weather effect, basically. Works. Yeah, maybe you can increase and decrease it. Yeah, sort of does work. And the last one is the typical CRT effect. You can fade that in and fade that out as well. Yeah, so that all works. I'll put a list of all these new properties, shader properties, on a separate file. You better see all that on the README file. Yeah, so it's quite a lot there. If you do want to add new stuff, make sure you send me the code. Don't just send me the name of a link or whatever. Just send me the actual code that you want, and I'll test it out and see if it works good. Otherwise, this will be the list for now. Probably won't be adding more to it for a while. And like I said, if you want me to update it all to work with OpenGL, maybe make a few more donations, and it will encourage me to get that done as well. No worries. Thanks very much. Cheers.